fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet out. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before I do begin this one, I am well aware a lot of people have made what-ifs like this before. What if Deku had Bill Cipher's powers or was Bill Cipher? Or he even made a deal with Bill Cipher? Now, I found a way to twist this series up a little bit more. And in fact, let's just get a bit more into it. But before I do begin, Rulis01, he had the idea to call these Kirusho Minishots. I really do love that name for these things, and since I'm at least giving you guys a bit more of a brief rundown of the universe and how certain things will be set up, it's more in-depth than a one-shot or even a trailer. So I do feel like that would be a better name for these. I do want to give him credit for that because I myself did not make them up. Or make up the name. Now, I just do the stories. Anyways, with that being said, let us begin. We have Izuku Midoriya. Everything is a lot like canon, except for one thing. This is a college AU. Izuku, he is around the age of 19. Everything has gone a bit more similar, except for high school. That part, Bakugo, he kind of increased the intensity of Deku's bullying just a little bit more. In fact, it got a bit more physical, rather than just Bakugo tossing a notebook out the window and telling Deku to jump off of a roof. Deku, he would come home with bruises, and a lot of times he did just try to ignore this. And many things did start to happen for Deku. Deku, he started to get a bit more unhinged, let's just say. A little bit more less himself. He did retain his personality. However, if he does get angry, he does sort of flip just a little bit, meaning that he can actually get a little less more sympathetic in this mode. Now, because of Deku's attitude change this way, it kind of does leave a lot to happen. Now, you do actually have Bill Cipher. Whenever he was sealed away in Stan Pine's mind, and he was supposed to be destroyed after the erasure of Stan's memory, there was the fact that he did remember. And Bill, he actually was able to resurface, being able to escape in a weakened state. Now, Bill, he is well aware as to what's happened. And he needs to find somebody to, let's just say, latch onto. Now, we do currently have Deku at the age of 18, where over the summer break, just before UA would start, he actually has gone through something quite intense. Today, Bakugo beat him up and set his stuff on fire. Deku, he tried to talk about how Bakugo did this. However, Bakugo, he denied these claims. And his lackeys, they actually were there to back him up on this, talking about how Deku made it all up. Now, Deku, yeah, he's been through a lot more than this. Swirlies, many of them, many times, and he's even actually had lunch poured all over his head before. Even the time whenever Deku was alone by himself and eating, and he was basically just dragged out of his seat and tossed in a trash can. Now, Deku, he's at the end of his rope now. With everything going on, he's well aware he can't be a pro. He's well aware he can't be a hero. And Bakugo, he's made it painfully obvious. As after the school day is over, Deku, whenever he actually was going to be bullied by Bakugo, he just knocked right into him. Walked past the guy as Bakugo, he did just talk to Deku. Now, Deku, he didn't even bother to grab his stuff. And Bakugo, he did actually have an idea for what to do with all this. He's hated this guy since they were both kids. And this is a perfect opportunity. Deku must be running to the bathroom, so why not? Now, we actually do have Deku. He does climb the stairs to his high school, and he does just start to wonder about many things. It all just kind of sucks. It was like this ever since he was young. He's known the guy for 14 years, 15 years, and the guy just doesn't stop. Ever since they were children, he's been like this. Now, we do currently have where Deku, he's standing on the railing to his high school, and he does just think. He wishes there was a way for him to become a pro. It kinda sucks, but maybe Bakugo is right in some sick, twisted way. Maybe in the next life he might be born with a quirk. Maybe there is a next life, even. It's a comforting thought, but at the same time it doesn't really help Deku. What if he's born quirkless again? He just wishes there was some way to get power. Now, you do actually have Bill. He is able to tell Deku. He's able to pull him right out of there in a minute. Now, Deku, he does feel things fall between his feet. And he does start falling. However, he's not falling off the roof. He does fall forwards because his footing went out underneath him. And he does smash onto the ground. Looking down to find there's nothing there. Now, Deku finds it to be quite weird. He's, well, floating, but there's nothing underneath his feet. He was just staying on the roof, wasn't he? Did he hit the ground already? Was he not paying attention? Deku hearing a voice. Hello, kid. Him turning around and seeing Bill Cipher. Now, Deku can see the, well, spooky one-eyed Dorito. It's weird. This guy, what is he? Am I dead? Huh? Oh, no, kid, not yet. Oh, wait, what? Not yet? Nope. Anyways, I hear you want to become a hero. You willing to make a deal? Oh, wait, what? Yeah, you want to be a hero. All I will require is we make a deal. And it's quite simple. You're going to help me for a little bit of time. And whenever that's all said and done, and I just take my leave, I'll allow you to have some of my power. How about that, kid? Wait, what? You were saying I can be a hero. What would I be able to do? Now, Bill, he is weakened. There's not really much he can do here. He pulled Deku here because appearing in the world, that's harder to do for him right now. Slipping away was easy. Pulling things out is easy. Trying to interact with the third dimensional plane, that's where his form does start to get iffy. If he can use Deku to anchor him, he can heal in that world. In the fourth dimension, his form is still damaged. But there he can heal. It's a place to hide no one would expect. Now, Deku, he does actually kind of understand whenever Bill does to explain what happened to him. Him using an obvious lie. That he is actually, let's just say, a spirit. And that he fought another spirit and was gravely injured. He wishes to hide out and regain his power. Now, Deku, he has no reason to distrust Bill. And even then, there's kind of the alternative, which does lie over that edge. Now, Bill, he actually does reach out his hand. As he does go to tell Deku, with a flaming hand, that if Deku just shake his hand right now, he'll actually cut in a little extra thing to the deal. Now, Deku he did go reach out for Bill. The two shaking hands as Deku he does actually reappear on the roof of his class, or the classroom. I'm going to look around. What? Did I fall asleep? What was that? Wait, Deku looking at his desk, and then going to look on the other side of it to find that his bag is gone. Now, Deku he does go to bring up his hands, as he does run one of them through his hair and think just for a second. Whatever that was, it was some strange dream. God, would I actually do it though? No. Deku he does go to pull back his right hand. Before he does focus on it and actually get kind of surprised whenever he does see something strange appear. It's blue, and it's written on his hand. Now, Deku does see that it's, well, a picture of Bill on his wrist. And then there's the writing on his hand. It was real. And then an arrow pointing to either side. Deku flipping it over, and seeing a turkey. Wrong holiday. Anyways, now, Deku's taken aback by that, as there actually is whenever Bill he does appear. And Deku he actually does go to look up and see him. Jesus Christ. Oh, I heard about him. Anyways, so, what do you think? About what? You can't tell? You can't feel it? Feel what? Huh. That's weird. I must be still pretty weekend. Well, I guess it could just happen whenever I go to leave. You don't feel any different though, kid? You can't see that, hear that, nothing? What are you talking about? The guy's horrible impression? Come on. I mean, it's blatantly obvious to me. I don't know. Anyways, kid. Glossing over that. Well, maybe it would take some time. But hey, you want to give a test run as to what I can do? Shouldn't you heal first properly, or... Nah, it's all plot convenient. What are you talking about? Don't worry about it. Now, this is where Bill, he actually does at least go to bring up Deku's right hand, as Deku does actually have flames burst out of it before going to look at it. Now, you do actually have where somebody did walk back into the room to go to grab their stuff. As they did actually go to open the door, they do turn their head and see Deku. Deku actually going to turn his eyes that way, as they are glowing yellow. And there's a flame in his hand. Now, Bakugo, he does get immediately just shocked and surprised, as he does actually point and yell that he has a fucking quirk. Now, Bakugo, he does go stepping forwards, as he does at least try to ask Deku what did he, before Deku he does actually go to bring up his left hand, snapping his fingers, and Bakugo's mouth does disappear. Now, Bakugo, as he was trying to yell, he actually did have his mouth wide open, it suddenly disappearing as he's going to try and talk, before actually going to feel his mouth and find that his lips are gone. And Deku is actually kind of shocked. Wait, what did you do? Him looking down at his left hand. Huh? Come on, kid. I'm using my power. I'm seeing where I'm at currently. Okay, but undo this. Deku grabbing his left hand. Fine, no fun. Now, Deku is snapping his fingers once again, and Bakugo's mouth does return, as he does go to look up at Deku before actually realizing something. He just did that, didn't he? Him going to turn and run off. He thought that Deku was quirkless. However, flames, weird eyes, and whatever he just did there, that wasn't an illusion. He's following one old-fashioned routine. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Now, things got too crazy for Bakugo pretty fast, And in reality, his response is actually very much a possibility. If some guy you thought was weak, powerless, and was under you, suddenly just was able to do things that you can't explain scientifically, or even at all within a few seconds, you'd probably freak out. Now, Deku, he does actually go to head home. After Bill, he does at least find Deku's stuff, and magically wave a hand cleaning it. Now, Deku, he does head home, as Bill does at least try to confide in Deku a few things, trying to fill his head with lies and seeing exactly what he could do. Now, you do actually have a few months later. Bill regained enough strength to leave Deku. However, he did actually leave behind a small little bit of his power. Now, he found it kind of strange. Spending time with Deku didn't really change him. For him, this was rather just a blink. And really, Deku will be gone before he probably even blinks again. Now, it was very strange. Deku, he actually did feel the change Bill was talking about now. He can produce the flames and he can manipulate things within a certain radius of himself. It seems so weird. However, he feels so much stronger, so much better, so much more confident in himself. Now, people, they were very much intimidated by Deku. If people came close to him, they would enter that field. And you're basically in Deku's land. No one can beat him here. Now, with that being said, Deku, a lot of things would happen from here. As one day, he is actually walking home, and they do attack him. Now, Deku does try to use the powers that Bill gave him. However, he does find that this person, they're able to counter him almost perfectly. And it's very strange for a second. He doesn't know how or why. Deku, he tries to snap his fingers, and the person, they do the same thing. It's almost like they're shadowing Deku. It just doesn't make sense. And then there's the way they're dressed. A cloak, a triangle necklace, one eye, that's gotta be Bill. He just doesn't have the hat, or the legs, or the arms. Now, Deku, yeah. He does try to get information out of this person. And there is actually whenever they do try to attack Deku with something. And they at least do talk about how they will get stronger. Now, after Deku basically does get hit in the head, he actually is going to spin his body around. Deku actually going to grab a dumpster and pull it towards him. As the dumpster does actually go to run over the top of this guy's arm and keep going. Deku not even stopping the momentum, as it does actually smash into this guy's skull and crush it. Now, Deku actually going to back up, as the man's body left Deku's field before he actually going to step forward and at least try to turn back time. Now, Deku, whenever he tried to do that, nothing really happened. However, after waving his hand over the body, he actually felt weird for a second. His powers. Deku actually going to snap his fingers and turn his field visible. As the area grew larger, and Deku didn't know what this meant for a second. However, it does start to click in his head. As Bill does appear. Hey, kid. Jesus, Bill. Don't do that. Why not? It's more funny this way. Funny to who? Don't worry about it. Anyways, kid. I see you kind of figured it out. Figured it out? You mean you don't know yet? You're in a game. I'm bored. Anyways, you're all competing to see who can get my power. Right now, I'm having a lot of fun watching this happen. And really, I'm just kind of bored. Something to do before I head back to the falls, you know? The what? Like I said, kid, don't worry about it. Anyways, I see you found your opponents. Good luck, and try to get stronger. You're gonna need it, otherwise you might die. Bye. Now, Deku is very confused. Bill basically phasing out of existence as Deku just tried to think. Bill basically just told him he's in a death match with people with a similar power. The exact same power. And yikes. Deku going to look towards the body as he just walk back over by it. As he does actually go to bring up his hands, snapping his fingers as the body does disappear. And all the blood is gone. Huh. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Maybe he didn't either. Maybe our powers cancel each other out. Cool. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part. Merry Christmas.